Hey y'all, Funsize here. Welcome to ARK Survivally Evolved Mobile. So, as you can probably see, we are not in our base. That is because I realized something when I logged on today, and that is that generators render in before walls do. I was a bit of an idiot to miss that, so I just wanted to, before we start the video, just let y'all know, don't put generators in hidden rooms. I completely blanked on that. Somebody saw it, they blew in, they just smashed it all up. Thankfully, our best stuff was all saved, as I previously stated, so we're pretty well off here. But just wanted to let you know, we've got a new base, this one's going to be better. So I'm going to farm a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm going to go over some of the things that happened in the most recent patch notes for ARK Mobile. So a patch just came out, actually some pretty good stuff here, and I just want to go over that with y'all.
Before we get to that, I wanted to let y'all know that I did get the first set of codes from Wardrum this week for y'all. That includes Major Soothing Balm and a top hat skin you can put on your Calico Therium or Wolf or whatever. They've increased the amount of tames that can take helmets now. So the top hat's there and the Major Balm is there, so y'all can test that out and see how y'all like it. There are 3 codes, and they're one-time usage codes, so once they're claimed, there's no more using them anymore. They're going to be hidden throughout the video, so keep your eyes open and see if you can spot them. Alright, let's get to it.
So just recently they released an update. First they released a little teaser to us, and then they released an update on what we would see coming up soon. First with Soothing Balms, and then with some other things, the TLC and all that. So let's dive right into that and see what we've got. So first of all, they announced something about Soothing Balm. They put this out early last week, and they were letting us know that they're going to be changing the way Soothing Balms work. So instead of buying a 10 times Soothing Balm at the store for 15 Amber, you can now spend 10 Amber for a 3 times Soothing Balm, or 40 Amber, that's 40 Amber, for a 15 times Balm. 15 as in 1-5. And there was a lot of outcry about this, a lot of people saying 10 times was perfect. Personally, my take on this is that this is just saving people Amber in the long run. This is forcing people to do what they should have been doing all along, which is running caves, because on this update, it was clearly stated by Jordan that you will keep any Soothing Balm you currently have, and that other methods of getting balms that are not from the store will still be viable. So things like running caves, doing pursuits, free gifts, you can still get balms from all those, 10 times balms, which is where you really should have been getting them all along. If you've been buying 10 times balms for convenience sake, you've actually been missing out on a huge chunk of Amber you could have been saving up for a collar or for whatever you want to spend Amber on. So I feel like this is a nudge in the right direction as far as helping players spend their Amber more wisely. If you are taming something that really needs that huge boost, then yeah, awesome, the Major Soothing Balm is great. And most of the time, you're dealing with much less potent tames. On mobile, there's already a tame boost, so you don't really need that 10 times a lot of the time, which is the reasoning they employed. And I know on Brutal that's not the case, but as far as just talking about the majority of the game modes, it's really unnecessary to have the 10 times Balm for a lot of the tames you're doing. So I personally think it's a good choice, and I think that in the long run people will save Amber, and they just need to adapt how they play. Think ahead, plan ahead. If you want to tame something, then go and run some caves, because you'll get more Balm that way. So shortly after releasing that info on the Balm, they did get the patch notes out. There was a little bit of a delay with Apple Store, but they got the patch notes out, and we will work from the bottom up on this. So on single player, they took out the 15 Amber purchase option, the lowest Amber purchase, and they put in the offer wall. Now, if y'all have never seen an offer wall before, this is something on many mobile games that just gives you options to complete offers and get varying amounts of whatever currency is the in-game currency for that game. So the offer wall could be a good thing. I haven't seen it yet, I haven't checked it out yet. I don't spend a lot of time in single player. So, you know, offer walls are give and take, and you can generally get some good deals in there if you're willing to invest. They did a couple of God Console and Ascendant Creature tweaks with XP and things like that. I won't get into those because those are a little more detailed. They worked on the nav kit, so the nav kit has some serious boost to it, where now you can see alliance members, you can see tames, you can see transponders, and they all look different. Collared tames, things like that. So the nav kit has gotten a big boost. Then they mentioned the Soothing Balm changes, which again highlights it's still available from in-game loot tables. If you want to see the loot tables, hop on the wiki, go to mobile tributing, and you will see all of the places you can get Balm and how much. It's a really great table there, and it's getting pretty close to complete. A lot of great people have contributed to that. They doubled the stack size of raw meats. So if you hop over to the game here, you can see that these raw meat are getting 40. Now, I don't know if that applies to Prime. Let's test it out right here. Yes, it does. So Prime now double stacks as well. That is stupendous. So metal battlements are next on the list. If y'all have been keeping up with things, stone battlements came out recently. They're about the size of a behemoth gate, height-wise, and they're, I would say, about twice as wide. So they finally released metal battlements, which is awesome. And you can find those at level 58. So those are 25 engram points each and require the behemoth gateway to be learned. They also, finally, this is a quality of life improvement here, storage containers can now be restricted by tribe rank. So you know when you're building your base, you have to create the room that's locked to anyone but admins so you can store all your important stuff in there so you can't be inside it and you can't have it taken. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. You can just make a vault. You can lock it by tribe rank to admin only. That's huge. I've been waiting for this for a while. So glad they did that. Speaking of another quality of life thing, they added Dododex integration. So if you hop back over to the game here, you can see that up by the tooltip where it says Woolly Rhinoceros level 4, there is an egg. And if you hit that, you flip over to Dododex. So that gives you instant taming stats on what you need to know to tame yourself a level 4 Woolly Rhinoceros. So that is pretty awesome. I think that goes really well hand in hand with their Balm change, is that the people who've gotten used to just applying a 10 times multiplier can now just flip right over to Dododex and make sure that they've got all their numbers worked out. Next, I'd love to see, honestly, some more mobile features added to Dododex, such as Toxicant Arrows and the Inherit 1.75 Tame Boost, things like that. So next, they added a new archetype. They added the Racing Flag. If you jump back over to the game here, you can see Racing Flags are new. They're $5 to learn the engram. You place this flag and specify that it is the start, finish, or checkpoints of a race anywhere on the island. You can set limits of who can race and what they are riding. A flag set on the finish line will track the top times. So you can actually legitimately race now, and you can have a timer that will automatically time you. You can lock out certain teams from accessing the stopwatch so you don't have people cheating, and that is pretty awesome. PvE is going to really enjoy this one. Last but not least, we have the Sarco TLC. This has been long anticipated. People have been asking this for a while. So that includes all of the Sarco TLC attacks, the updated visuals to make it actually look really cool, and the improved AI so it's not stupid, because, let's face it, up till now, mobile Sarcos have been pretty dense. So to celebrate that, we are actually going to go and tame ourselves Sarco, and that's why I got the Argentavis out. I'm going to fly north. I'm going to get myself some Toxicant Arrows because I've run out of those. Ooh, there's a red drop. We'll check that. And then we are going to go get ourselves a Sarco and have a little bit of a taming. Plus, I've never gotten to play around with a TLC Sarco before, so I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with it. So we are going to get ourselves some Polymer and some Biotoxin.
Alright, so we're heading south now. I've got my Toxicants, I've got my Pteranodon. We're going to find ourselves a Sarco in a little bit more hospitable area than the North Shore, which is pretty packed with bases. So, let's just fly south, and I'll get back to y'all when I find a Sarco. Alright, so we're at the swamp. We've left our Pteranodon here, and it looks like there's a Sarco down there. So we're going to go down, we're going to kill everything. We're going to get taming that thing. Going to have to fight past a Capro. I just have to keep my eyes open for snakes. Oh, and a raptor. Of course. Where'd the darn Sarco go? Ah, there he is. Come on up the hill, mister. Oh, he's a low level. What's his problem? Another Capro. Capros need to make the list of like the top 5 most annoying creatures. Alright, we're going in. Because I'm not a quitter, ladies and gentlemen. Where'd he go? Alright, let's find another Sarco and get that one tamed. Alright, we've got another Sarco here. We had another Sarco here. There he is. Again, turning and running away. Wonder if this is part of the new AI where they know to run if you're too far onto land. He should go down pretty quickly. There we go. Love me some toxicants. Tell you what. Awesome. Alright, we'll just let this guy starve up. I am going to test a 3x Balm for y'all. Because why not? Y'all are going to get to test out the 15 times with the codes I'm giving you. So, why don't we try 3 times? Better go get me some prime meat. So as you can see, this is level 13 Sarco, and the 3x Balm is actually doing pretty well for it. It's going to take 3 prime meat. Or probably 2 prime meat and 2 raw meat if I can't get another prime. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be 1 raw meat that'll finish that up. Tell you what, I love this double stack prime. It transfers so easily. So I'll come back when we've got it finished for y'all. There we go, just missed his finishing tame bit. Alright, let's slap a saddle on this baby and see what he can do. Alright. So first of all, he looks really cool. Hard to tell, let me just do this. Oh, that's a nice jaw right there. He's ready to munch somebody. I like that. Alright, let's try attacking something. How about that Oviraptor? So we've got the standard attack. Sideways bite. Swipe up. Ooh, nice jump attack. What that jump attack means is that those of you who start out your time on a server kiting Sarcos backward and killing them with spears to get metal tools, can't do that anymore. Plus their AI is a little smarter too, so they're going to catch you. So swiping up takes a lot of stamina. Let me just level him quickly here. And swiping down is a flip and drag attack. And boy, is he fast in water. Yeah, having never ridden a Sarco before this update, like I've just never tamed one. Like I'll do... Is that a white? That's a white Dimorphodon. Looked like a dove or something at first. That's crazy. Gotcha. Ah, we got another Sarco, or 2. Alright, let's battle it out, guys. Actually, I better get out of here. His health is getting low. Still, pretty awesome, don't you think? I've always been the guy who, if I'm going for amphibious, I'm going to get myself a Baryonyx. But I'd be interested to see the stat comparison to a TLC Sarco and a Baryonyx now. Baryonyx is kind of king of the waters as far as amphibious creatures go. Well, I am pleased with this guy. What we're going to do is we're going to leave him on Wander here. Don't know that I'll ever come see him again. Just wanted to tame him for y'all so you could see what that was like. Pretty awesome. It's awesome to see more TLCs coming to mobile. Getting the TLC love. Alright, let's head back to base.
We're gonna head home. Got a little bit of rebuilding to do. Nothing too severe, thankfully. Mainly it's going to be ingot grinding that'll be interesting to do in the new location. But I felt like Redwood had used up its welcome pretty much. It's very central and everybody flies through there. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed hearing about the new update, getting all the rundown on the patch notes and all that. Hope y'all are as excited as I am about the majority of the features in the patch notes. I think it was a real quality of life improvement for us here. Really appreciate all the effort they put into it, and if they keep putting out patches like this where they just do 2 or 3 different things that are kind of commonly requested features, I'm going to be a happy man, because there's a lot of little things that, when they're all put together, make the game a lot better. So it's great to see that Wardrum is listening, but what else is new? As far as the base goes, we'll build it back up. It's kind of crazy to think that this is our first official wipe since we started the series. It will be 2 months and 5 days since we started on copy to grind up levels and see how we could do. And I think for 1 raid in 2 months, we're doing really well. And it's been a real learning experience for me. I've always played a little bit like this, played a lot more like this just recently, but I've never gone completely abandoning any kind of base just in favor of Nomad and it's really working out a lot better than I anticipated, and I'm really glad I'm capturing it for y'all because it's a real learning experience. So stay tuned. We got more coming. We're going to build back up. We're going to increase past what we had, and we're going to hide that Indie Forge. How long it'll stay hidden, I'm not sure, but we will do our best. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.